Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Bright Futures Initiative training. This workshop was created by Chelsea Espinosa. Today, we're going to explore how communication skills can help us become better leaders and stronger advocates. A saying that I love is communicate, don't complicate. Communication is a skill that anyone can improve with practice. Every conversation gives us another opportunity to become better at expressing our ideas, listening to others, and creating positive change. As leaders and advocates, our ideas only make an impact if people can understand them. A quote that I like that sums this up perfectly is, "Of all the life skills available to us, communication is perhaps the most empowering." And I think that's true. The first communication skill we're going to talk about is clarity. When we communicate clearly, we make sure our message is understood exactly the way we intended. Clear communication can help us prevent misunderstandings, solve problems faster, and help people know exactly what we're asking for. Whenever you're talking to someone, ask yourself 4 questions. Is my message simple? Is it specific? Is it direct? And does the other person know what I want to happen next? If your answer is yes, then you've communicated clearly. Let's practice this with an example. Look at these 2 pictures. In picture 1, the fisherman says, "I'm not catching any fish. I really wish I had someone to help me. This really sucks." Now look at picture 2. The fisherman says, "I'm not catching any fish and I'm getting tired. Do you want to fish for me in the meantime?" Which fisherman do you think communicated more clearly? If you said picture 2, then you're exactly right. In picture 1, the fisherman explains his problem but never actually asks for help. The other fisherman has to guess what he wants. In picture 2, the fisherman explains his problem and clearly asks for a solution. The second fisherman leaves no confusion about what he needs. That's the power of clear communication. Another communication skill that great leaders use is asking open-ended questions. Open-ended questions keeps the conversation going and can help people explain their thoughts instead of just answering with a yes, no. Let's compare. A closed question might be, "Did you enjoy today's workshop?" Someone can answer yes and be done with it. Now let's change it to an open-ended question. "What was your favorite part of today's workshop?" Now the person needs to explain their answer. Here's a few more examples. A closed-ended question would be, "Did you like it? Was it fun? Did it help?" Yes, no. Open-ended questions would be, "What did you learn today? Why do you think this issue matters? How would you improve this activity?" Great leaders don't just use communication skills for making speeches, they also know how to keep a conversation flowing and actively listen to the people they're asking questions. Understanding other people's perspectives help build connections, solve problems, and create positive change. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful ways we can communicate as advocates: storytelling. Stories help people connect emotionally with an issue. Advocates often use personal stories to raise awareness, educate others, build empathy, and inspire action. People may forget statistics, but they usually remember a good story, and your story can give people a reason to care. So, how do we build an advocacy story? We start with the 3 C's. Start with challenge. What was the problem? What happened? And who was affected? This part is the part that's supposed to grab your audience attention. Next, we have the climax. What made you realize something needed to change? What inspired you to take action? Be honest at this point and vulnerable. This is the point where your audience will connect with you in your story. And lastly, finish with a solution, a call to action. What are you going to do, and what can others do? Every advocacy story should leave people knowing how they can create change. All right, we have our story. Now, where do we share it? One of the most powerful tools available today is social media. Social media allows us to reach a lot of people, share our experiences, educate others, start conversations, and inspire action. Whether it's a short video, a photo, a post, or a reel, your story has the power to make a difference. Advocacy doesn't always begin with just a speech. Sometimes it starts with a conversation, a social media post, a story, or just one person that's willing to speak up. Show everyone that your voice matters. Thank you for joining today's training. You can find more trainings just like this on our website.